Good morning, good afternoon. Today's August 27, Monday 2018, and we're doing the morning business headline commentary. Just out in the news right now, fresh out the oven, is the news that Mexico has agreed to a new deal replacing NAFTA. Um, so that's that causing a reaction in the markets. Um, Yes, the additional requirements for the New Deal would be probably aiding in illegal immigration, and then the establishment of the wall and other measures to stop the dumping of illegal immigration. As you know, among all the disputed countries and entities, Mexico is the smallest and the weakest of all of them. You naturally know this is the first one to fall because Mexico, is like, the best in taking advantage of the US in a much smaller scale. I mean, majorly they're trying to, take advantage in terms of cars because the cars are high price item. And most of the car companies have been like slow and doing small scale, small cars in Mexico. Um, so that would put a stop in the additional, there will be no high quality cars to be produced in Mexico anymore. Only maybe those little bit of Ford Focus kind of things. But even Ford is stopping the production already because they're, are focusing on large cars and large electric cars and large hybrid cars. All right, so you see from this as a progress um, to stop illegal immigration with the assistance of the wall and other measures relating to the wall, and requiring more enforcement within Mexico to stop these dumping vehicles, coming across the border in crazy amount of numbers. So a Ferrari, a classic one, goes for $48 million. So it's more for a look. I don't know about you, but nowadays you can laser read these car designs and have them fabricated, at least on a shell, the outside of the car. You know. As you see, stock market indices hitting all-time highs, nearing the all-time highs, due to the economic stuff. That's not bad. Um, so you see, like, you know, even though you're able to see what's going on, this is nearing the end of the summer season, and you'll see within the near future a lot of participation returning to the market as the closing out of the summer season. In the Eastern Long Island, after the first week, I mean, during the first week of September and after the first week of September, everything's returning from the Eastern Long Island. All right, so we have AMD doing very well. I did mention AMD a couple of times before. It will continue to do very well because the chips are very good and people are looking for alternatives to the Intel vulnerability in the chips and design floors. And the next big name to come up as an alternative has been always been AMD, and the leadership has been very good. I am Microsoft taking an alternative to Xbox into the selling model like the iPhone is through a subscription basis. All right. JetBlue struggling now because they need to charge more. All right. So right now, Dow is up over 260. Um, all right. There's also some caution here. You know, of what I mentioned before, something can be coming out the left and the right really quickly. That can hit the market. You know, if you follow the news just before the weekend. Oil around 68.60. You know, it was near 64 before, and it rapidly changed quickly due to evolving news, economic news. As again, everybody can foresee, you know, Mexico agreeing to changing the terms was of all the disputed entities and nations. Mexico is the smallest and the weakest economy to dispute anything. With I mean, signature and evidence of this is the dumping of illegal immigration into the southern part of the United States, where they seek asylum, but the way they came to the U.S. is very questionable. Why do you stop your vehicles right before the border and then you smuggle yourself into the United States? Why can you, if you're doing legitimate asylum, you can just walk right in through the highway? So you see right there, it's like it's not really real asylum. It's more like other ideas. All right, you see Bitcoin doing pretty well. Recovering near 6,700 a unit, a little bit like that. All right, let's see. Dow over, Nasdaq over 8,000. A little bit headline saying that they don't want currency wars. All right. AWS, going down a little bit. So, less volatility in the yuan currency. Or Amazon opens just the second, convenience store. And there'll be major, reckoning and, realization when they start opening these stores in major metropolitan areas like New York City or LA or something like that. You probably see a lot of death, innovative death in these convenience stores when they, I mean, they're a little bit naive and, tech guys doesn't know, a lot of stuff in city living. All right, today's Monday, August 27, 2018, and we're doing the morning business headline commentary. Something I'll know, I do have a Chinese business followers, and some of them decided to buy out Germany's robotics firm after I featured these robotics machineries in my supercar remix music videos. Some of them listed below and dated. I also have Indian followers. All right. India's Modi decided to go for a big hug on Amazon after I featured Amazon in my dated video listed below. Alright, I did also mention a little bit late last year to Hong Kong government to decide to consider land filling to increase their territory and also to help grow the economy more effectively so they can protect their liberties in the future due to a stronger and growing economy. They did had an immediate response within 24 hours, and they said they would consider it. And one of the consideration was maintaining water depth for cargo ships. And I did mention back to them that modern engineering should be able to solve that quickly now. So a little bit less than over half a year, we do have progress where they're proceeding on discussions with the community about landfilling. You should do landfill because of the economy, not because of what residential want as a park or anything. When you do landfilling, it's economic purpose and economic goal. And I do strongly believe we should have a long-term, uh, constant landfilling goal, not just piece by piece and then decide again in 20 years. You should have a long-term goal to have a like slow eventual landfilling where you can have acquire resources and raw materials more efficiently for cost, so you don't have to rush and have bad pricing and so forth like that. All right, that's a little bit three of my sometimes actionable commentaries. All right, happy end of summering and good baking. The summer experience in the beach for the sun. All right, today's Monday, August 27, 2018, when we're doing the morning business headline commentary. Happy trading, everybody.